Hey folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4. This is still the 1.18.4 patch, because we're wrapping up the game with the same rules the whole way through. And I am Peri.
And I'm Keb.
And in case you're wondering, he won the game about 200 years ago. But we figured we'd finish it up anyways. As I zoom out here to show the world. Yeah, he won the game. Just because you have half the world's population in your empire.
You make it sound like it's something that's a bad thing.
It is for anyone else with dreams of grandeur.
But I couldn't have done this without you.
That's true. There was that one war that if I hadn't helped you, may not have snuffed your life out, but it would have hurt.
Oh yeah. So Portugal, how about giving me Limpopo? -3? You just because France guarantees you.
I just like the name Limpopo.
Limpopo Valley.
Limpopo.
I think that's what it is. Isn't there a valley there? Well, almost certain I've heard the Limpopo Valley.
There may be, there may not be. I don't know. I just like the word Limpopo.
And I finally colonized the last one in Africa there. Now it's just the ones in the interior, I can't reach them.
Yeah, no. I think we can forgive you the two right there in the center of Africa.
There might well be someone else here. Somewhere too, I don't know. Oh, actually no, they got Greenland. For some reason the two provinces on Greenland are almost always ignored. But they've gotten them.
What's almost always ignored? I miss
the two provinces on Greenland.
Oh, they got colonized too?
Yep.
So they did. The deliciously named English subarctic islands.
Let's see.
English Saskatchewan.
Oh, cost of 1, we have to do these. I'll take 30. Okay, that won't actually finish in time. But yeah.
Well, let's see.
So, will Poland into space this game?
No, I don't think I'm going to have enough points for it.
Oh.
We have 5 years left. And I need 500 admin points. And probably 600-700 military points to that.
Ah, okay.
And besides, since there's no actual achievements in multiplayer, I don't worry about it that much.
Well, I won't get those either because I'm using my points for other things.
Yeah.
Let's see, it ends on Jan 1st, 1821, right?
I believe so.
Good, and I know I went to institute all these policies. I want to see just how much I can crank up this trade to. Can't build any manufactories, can't build any counting houses anywhere.
I'd say give you Utrecht in next game, but you've already shown what you can do there, so.
Well, the best part of that Utrecht game was Columbus.
Yeah, that was actually. Well, not only that, if I remember correctly, you used Columbus to conquer part of Ireland.
I captured most of the Scottish Navy, if I recall correctly. That helped.
Helped, was crazy, it's about the same thing.
Yeah, but then again, we did... Yeah. We did cheat a bit.
Not really.
I mean, I started wars I couldn't win. Which is my forte, to be honest.
We all need hobbies.
Come on, Portugal. See reason. And they saw reason. Thank you for the Limpopo Valley.
Limpopo.
The beloved heir dies. Of course he'd have to die.
Well, this is EU4. The only purpose of a particularly a quality heir is to die at the wrong moment.
I got a 262 instead. Oh, fine. 262. I should probably rename him Mikado. But I don't actually recall. It's the Mikado at 262. I'm suddenly not sure. We're talking steam engines here, by the way.
Oh, that Mikado.
Yes.
Yes, it was a 262.
Well, then, in that case, I should read it. Definitely. I can't rename him, darn it. Of course not. Should have been called Mikado. 262. And if you're not unfamiliar with how that relates to steam engines, that's basically the wheel pairs.
And we're not talking about steam engines in terms of a game distribution system. We're a little more old school than that one. These kind of steam engines.
2 lead wheels, 6 drive wheels, 2 end wheels. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah.
Yes.
And you have the odd ones like the 4884 Big Boy.
Actually, I just looked it up. The Mikado was a 282.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Oh well.
Let's see, what were 262s?
I don't even know if there was one, but I thought it was the Mikado, so I don't know. There might not be one.
Oh no, there are. Some 262s included trains like the Peri. Green Arrow, the Prairie, the Baldwin.
Well, the Baldwin at least I've heard of. Don't think I've heard of the Prairie or the other ones. Sadly.
It looks like it was very much more of an English standard than a...
Yeah, I can imagine.
Those silly English. And their kniggets. We shall taunt you a second time. Well, yes, I have low naval maintenance during war against an inland African nation. I can cut this corner here, folks.
You never know. Suddenly they might surprise you. Suddenly they've introduced condottieri for navies.
Yeah, we like to call those pirates.
Privateers.
You can go ahead and hire your Jack Sparrow. I'm going to go ahead and hire Hector Barbosa.
At least you've heard of him.
Hmm?
But at least you've heard of him.
Yes, that's right.
I'm rather content with how I did with the culture conversion here. Still not done, but Hindu culture has been spread a fair bit.
I don't know. China's still largely Han culture, so
Yeah, I know, but there's a limit.
I really think you slacked off there.
Well, you spread Polish a bit, so...
Actually, I'm rather pleased with how Polish culture ended up.
Let's see, how many colonies am I paying for at this point?
All of them.
Actually, I only have 5 colonies going. Hey,
France,
enjoy.
why would you do this to me?
They felt you need to do something.
Well, now I need to turn my ship maintenance. Okay, I already did.
And that war suddenly made France more pliable for extortion. Still not enough, but certainly.
Well, it had given me time to build a level 8 fort where my friends, the French had come through and, sorry, the Austrians had come through and crushed me.
Oh right, they're allied to Austria.
Well, the Portuguese fleet disappeared. Well, they had 2 heavies. No, I'm sorry. They had 6 heavies, 40 some light ships, and they ran into my 25 triple deckers.
How many did you say?
25.
Okay.
And actually, you need to make port and repair.
Castile would like to hire condottieri.
Well, the last great European war, so it's makes sense. Why are you there? I sent you over here.
Oh, the joys of wet cats. Ugh.
Said no one ever.
Well, the troublemaker just came inside. Decided to show me what the weather was like outside.
You know, the weather outside is frightful. That's
Quite so.
Because in here it's quite delightful.
Didn't sound like it. Sound like you have a bit of rain too.
Oh, we have a lot of rain. Well, on the bright side, I've run out of generals.
Ouch. Should have told him to walk.
It's one of the best things when you're with generals and stuff like that. When you're trying to save up money to buy mill tech, and the generals are all dying. Fine, I'll take a loan.
A loan.
Oh, jump off a tree. Really? I was perfectly content waging my little war in the center of Africa.
That's what you get for allying France.
And now the triple damned Portuguese have marched through all of this and they're now attacking me.
Yes, I'm greatly amused.
Yes, you seem to profit from other people's suffering.
Yes. Oh, I gain corruption. Boo.
May your capital fall into a swamp.
Yeah, these projects will never finish, but it'll feel good. There I'm out of points again. Ugh. I wonder, will I have time to finish all of India at the very least? Yeah, actually, I just might finish India.
Ooh.
Except I forgot the Maldives.
Yeah, it's an imperfect world. Why will you not give me what I want? Okay, that's why you won't give me what I want. Alright. You want to introduce your army to my army? I am fine with that.
Ah, so that's why you hadn't touched Hungary. I was wondering.
Hungary made a friend.
Yeah, I just noticed. Oh dear, England and Scotland is about to go to war. That's gonna distract Austria a bit.
There, Commonwealth Africa looks better.
So it does. So it does. One second, I have to deal with the cat. Ugh.
Should I pause?
No, that's gonna be fine. Just gonna be away for a small second. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Just had a slight complication of a rather damp cat jumping on top of the computer. And the computer has air vents on the top side.
That could cause some interesting issues.
Yeah. So I had to reposition the cat. He didn't approve.
Cats seldom do when they're asked to reposition.
Well, that is true.
Poor Austria. Putting in one fort at Slavonia has completely changed what they were able to do to me earlier.
Okay.
So it's
no more marching straight through.
Yeah, they can't. And they're not, because everything else going on, they're not willing to go deeper and siege the forts. So they grab the border province and pull back, and then the border province flips back to normal. On the flip side, it's getting poor France mauled, because the Austrian armies are also free to go over and play with their favorite chew toy. Well, someplace down here. Someplace down here was a combined Spanish and Portuguese army. Wonder where they went. Ooh, I can do that again. Mercenaries. Come on, mercenaries, build me an army worthy of mortar. Wait, no. That's... I'm sure I've confused that some way.
Sounds perfectly fine to me.
This probably won't work. There are enough angry Austrian armies buzzing around that that army needs to retreat. First rule of waging war on Austria: hide. Second, third, and fourth rule of waging war on Austria: refer to your previous rules.
Oh.
Oh well, those mercenaries are dead. Or maybe not.
Didn't they change their mind all of a sudden?
No, they were. I had them land at the main Austrian port, the main anchorage where they have the great majority of their fleet. Well, a Bosnian army came marching through, and it's like, oh, it's going to get them killed. And the Bosnian army was able to march all the way through without and leave the province and actually get a good distance away before the mercenaries actually came ashore. So my little hit and run maneuver on the Austrian navy should go off without a hitch.
That sounded ominous.
My hit and run raid worked. So the sadly didn't sink any Austrian ships, but still forced them out of their port. I abuse the heck out of mercenaries in this game.
That's what they're there for. I'd prefer to hire lawyers just because, in all honesty, the
I wouldn't feel nearly as bad sending the lawyers off to their death, and there are some things that even mercenaries won't do. Austria has a 3-star general. 2 of them, actually, leading a doom stack of 140,000. And my army is still hiding. My game is beginning to lag. I'm not sure what's causing.
Well, we are in the about end of the last year anyway, so...
Yeah. There's also break time. Do we want to go ahead and break here and get the last 2 years in a separate episode, or do we want to just tack it on?
I suppose we can just make one long episode.
Okay. We'll make this the finale of what was once Poland versus Timurids, but God knows what we should call it at this point.
Done. Sounds like a proper word for it.
This probably should have been renamed the "Make the Bad Men Stop" campaign. Please make the bad men stop.
What would the fun in that be, huh?
A certain level of honesty, I imagine. Where did you guys come from?
Time to produce some more goods.
That ruins my plan.
Yeah, I have to do that too. Let's see. So much for culture conversion.
Oh, you're kind of out of time.
Yeah, there's that too. But I can at least start a few more.
I totally forgot that I had a fleet up there. It's embarrassing.
Did you lose another submarine?
No, I forgot that I actually had a large triple-decker fleet running around the North Atlantic. What other fleet navies I have? Cool.
That's okay. We're just gonna do the trade policies before I forget. And with that, start. There we go. Let's just see how much I can crank my income up to.
Heartless. You are heartless. Rubbing it in like that. Rubbing it in like that.
I just added all the policies I could and see if I can get to 60% trade efficiency, trade income. I couldn't. It looks like it's gonna stop at 53.4%. Unless it changes at the end of the month, we'll see.
I would like to offer a boo and a who.
Yeah, 53.4%.
Castile has landed troops near in Ethiopia.
Well, it's a neat little 1,025.58 ducats. From trade. It's a neat amount of money.
Okay. If you say so.
I am rather content.
You should be. As has been mentioned previously, you won. And Castile dropped troops in East Africa. For no other reason than to tick me off.
So how you felt about playing on hard difficulty? I believe this is the first time we did that.
I've been doing it now with all of the single player games, just so I could do them on Iron Man. So I'm used to it.
You don't have to play hard to play Iron Man.
For achievements, you do.
No?
That's what it's been telling me lately.
Okay, well, that's incorrect. You can either play at normal or hard, or above. But I believe normal difficulty is the lowest required.
No, I think they've changed it, but I'll double check.
Well, that must be very recent then, because that's not something I've noticed.
You have most of the achievements.
Yeah, but I haven't been playing it hard. Hence my confusion.
Confusion is just a natural fun part.
Oh, I won't be able to core everything here. I created some new states. I won't be able to core them. I thought I took most of the states in the areas where I annexed subjects earlier. Whether they would be free, but yeah. Just 2 more months for you to crush Austria.
You know. Just 2 more months to kick Spain or kick Castile out of Ethiopia, Sudan. I guess it's Eritrea, but still.
It would be a good moment to attack like Hungary or something, I suppose.
Already over them.
Hungary? Hungary isn't in
Oh,
the war.
I guess they wouldn't be involved in this war.
Yeah, I'm just saying because that would mean France couldn't defend them. Because you're already in a war. I think, yeah.
There's no point in doing it. I couldn't conquer it in time. To make it.
I know. Because we have like 9 days.
Yeah.
All in all, another enjoyable game. This.
I should hope so. You won.
Well, we'll see. There we go.
There we go.
I was wondering if that would happen or not.
Then you know what? By next time we will have forgotten that it's the beginning of January 1821.
Oh yeah.
We seem to forget that every time.
No, so do I.
I only have the 4th highest income. I feel sad.
Oh. Nice numbers. 930 provinces.
Only 360 here.
That's still full circle.
It is. I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere.
At any rate, that is the end of this campaign, I suppose. I probably return with another at some point.
Yeah, and thanks for bearing with us through the breadth and length of this, and you'll reevaluate what we're doing next with EU4, if anything. So again, for Peri and Keb, thanks for watching.
Yeah, but one big thing before we do that, should we try this show timeline thing?
We can try it. I mean,
Let's click. 1, 2, 3, clicky.
okay.
I want to see if it
I'll do
actually
my
runs.
medium. Oh, I've got it to run fine. It seems to break down at the end of the game.
Oh, there we go. I actually have to run it. There we go.
No, I've done this before where, God, so many names I forget. Uzbek, Muscovy, Lithuania, Timurids. I mean, just little tiny countries that weren't useful in the length of the game. But I found the last 30 or 40 years of this doesn't seem to always work reliably. It forgets the names of colonies, and I had one where all of the New World colonies were mine. But when I did the timeline, the last few minutes, the last little bit of it, 30, 40 years, it started just giving the colonies to different countries. So giving them different names or not showing any names at all. So this still needs a little bit of work.
Mm-hmm. Still fun to behold, though.
Uh-huh. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, one reason you ended up doing so well is you had an incredibly good core. I mean, getting Iraq and Persia and then North India is really probably the strongest region outside of either the Ming or Northern Europe.
Well, it's definitely solid if you want to trap trade. I mean, once you get to India, you can make so much money.
Which you did.
Uh-huh. And it's very difficult to take that money up into Europe because of the trade routes, how the nodes are configured. I mean, you couldn't have really benefited a lot from it. I mean, you'd have to control Samarkand at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd need a lot of merchants to get that trade going.
No, I would have needed to force your trade to move on further without you scooping it up. And
that too, but...
And then I could have, at Venice, probably could have picked it all up, but...
I was thinking about the single-player version, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
So, yeah, just to get all the trade from India up into either Poland or Russia, that's kind of iffy.
Yeah, no.
It's much easier to get it around the Cape of Good Hope, Northern Africa.
And by 1640s, the world is still quite dull.
Oh.
Although all those Austrian vacation territories in Russia.
Yeah, I still found that quite amusing. Your personal union was just, yeah.
And that's also one of the things that let you run away with the game too. Is I lost how much time in that personal union?
Not all that much time, but still.
Better part of a century.
There we go. 1670s, India finally conquered.
Mm-hmm. And like the British, he used India to conquer China.
Well, Indochina first.
Well, yeah, you have to open the door.
Of course, there's North America, which is all divided between Scots and Englishmen.
And the Scots are very militant about getting to North America. You know what, England? F you, we're going over there. Anyways, I can't do it today. Used to be able to do a decent Scottish accent. Thought I could do a decent Scottish accent. All I can do here is instead just make a fool of myself. So to quote the bombing crew of the Enola Gay, whoops. No.
Oh dear. Australia became quite a mess.
Yeah. Yes, it did. It's kind of a shame they don't break the rest of the world into colonial regions and then just adjust who's a colonial region, which colonial regions function for you based on where your capital is. So, like for the Aztecs, you have Europe function as a colonial region.
Well, that would work if you could steer trade in all directions. That's kind of the problem.
They probably should do that too.
I wouldn't count on it.
No, they're not going to. But I think the trade system would be more robust if you could generate enough pressure on the. There we go. That's finished.
Same here. Okay, at least that's it. I guess. Nice little time run there.
Yep. So, anyways, folks, we've gone long because we're done with this one, and we'll see what's happening next. I apologize on my part because I've been sporadic lately, but now that I'm free of this game, maybe I'll actually find a reason to live once again.
Oh dear. We'll be back at some point with something else. We'll see.
Hooray! I mean, yeah, Keb's dying to try a CK2 multiplayer, so we'll try that next.
Oh my.
I'm kidding.
We'll see. At any rate, thanks for watching.
Thanks, folks.